everyone. Today on Monday Motivation, I'm going to be motivating you to be a better friend and how to make new friends. I know it's a really strange topic. It's a topic you don't really see too much of, other than maybe a couple books over the years that people recommend on how to make friends. But I think this is important because I believe that most humans desire friendship. They desire community. They desire association. And so I felt led to give you guys a brief training, some brief pointers on how I have learned to be the most effective in my environments by making friends and keeping friends. So let's give you some bullet points on how to be a good friend and how to make friends. So bullet point number 1, be open and approachable. I know especially for guys sometimes it's just like our default to want to put on like this tough exterior, but who are we fooling? Who are we trying to be tough for? Be open, be approachable. In Proverbs 18:24, it says, "A man who has friends must himself be friendly." So if you want to attract somebody who's nice, then you have to be nice too. So smile, be friendly. That's an easy step, number 1, okay? Number 2, participate in community events. Volunteering actually can seem like sometimes maybe you just, I don't know if I want to do this, or do you kind of get lazy, you're already busy at work and you don't feel like you have the energy. But I'm telling you, if you just put yourself out there and do something kind and free for someone else, it gives you energy. It makes you feel better. It's kind of one of those things where at Christmas, you always feel better when you give the gift you're excited to give rather than just receiving. I know for me, I get more excited watching somebody take joy in the gift I've given than me receiving a gift that's awesome. Even though I love it, maybe I get a gift that I wanted, I'm more excited about watching them light up because they got the gift they wanted. So giving back in your community is important, and I recommend doing that, finding places you can serve. Number 3, show kindness and compassion. In Ephesians 4 verse 32, it says, "Be kind to one another, tenderhearted, forgiving one another as God in Christ forgave you." Now that's a huge one. We already did a Monday Motivation on forgiveness, but showing kindness and compassion is important. Another word for that is empathy. A lot of times we don't want to think about what somebody else is going through. We just get annoyed because maybe they're inconveniencing you, or you don't understand or agree with how they're acting. But a lot of times there's always, you heard the statement, there's 2 sides to every story. Yeah, at my age, I've realized that so many times. I put my foot in the mouth because I say things I didn't understand and have to apologize because I wasn't compassionate. I wasn't thinking about the other person's experience and the fact they may be going through something. So that's important. All right, number 4, share your interests. Find a hobby someplace that I'll tell you what, when I moved to a new city, I joined 3 or 4 different baseball teams, men's baseball teams, and I've gotten so many amazing friendships that came out of just going out and doing something fun in an interest or a hobby that I'm into. Find something that you're interested in. Get involved in the community by doing something for fun too. Not just giving back, we already did that one, but find something that you enjoy doing and meet people in those areas. And if you have a common interest, it's real easy for you to make friends that way. Okay, number 5, be a good listener. I can't tell you how easy it is to make a friend when you simply just say, "How are you doing today?" Or "How's that new job going?" "Hey, how's your kids doing at their sport? How's the grades coming along?" Whatever it is, take an interest in somebody's life and simply just be good at asking questions, and you'll be surprised how many people just love to talk. And at the end of the day, they'll just be like, "Man, I just really enjoy hanging out with you." And you're gonna be like, "Oh, I wonder why," because you're a really good listener. So listen first before you speak. That's always an important thing to make friends and be a good friend. All right, number 6, pray for guidance. Now, when you're dealing with relationships and you're dealing for places you want to make new friends, maybe at a new church or at work, pray that the Lord just gives you all these things. I wanted to throw this in there too because prayer is so important. And so if you just take a step back and say, "Hey, Lord, how can you use me in this situation? How can you use me to impact that person and help be a light for them today? Be the salt and the light," as the word says. That's huge. So take a second and pray for guidance in each situation, and you'll be the most effective friend, and you'll also make a lot more friends that way. All right, I got 2 more. Step 7, offer help and support. So we talk about servitude and getting involved in community, But how about if you know that one of your friends or somebody that's doing something, they have an initiative or they need to move, or maybe they're starting a new business and they need help setting up, offer help, right? Offer help. Offer ways just to give of your time to a specific thing that somebody needs help with. I know, guys, the biggest thing that has been a blessing, I always, when somebody says, hey, can you help me move? I always try and prioritize that, because that is the hardest thing to get people to do, is to have somebody help you move. A lot of times you have to bribe them with pizza or money. I just do whatever I can to help somebody move. So find a task or find an area that you can serve somebody specifically for something that's valuable. Number 8, and I think probably the most important, be patient. So as you're listening to people talk, as you're doing things, that maybe you don't want to do, have some patience. Be patient with people. Patience is kindness. It's a fruit of the Spirit, okay? So practice patience and let the love of wanting to make friends and being a good friend reside through your patience. So these are 8 quick tips. If you study them, watch this video again and write these down, I guarantee this will help you have more friends, make more friends, and be a better friend. So I hope you guys are motivated. We'll talk to you guys later.